So in today's video, I'm just going to show you guys how to remove a car battery and put a new battery in when your battery is completely dead. And you'll know it's completely dead because you won't be able to jump start it, which happened to me with this battery. And if you look here, this battery is from 2012. So it's 8 years old. So this battery lasted quite a long time. So what we're going to do, we'll get started here. I'm going to show you how to take it off, and then I'll go get a new battery and we'll put it on. Now, most auto stores, if your battery's not totally dead and you can get it there, will swap it out for you. Mine's completely dead, so you got to take it off. All right, so you got an adjustable wrench here. You can really just get your socket set up, but I couldn't find mine. My kids were playing with it. So we're gonna pop this off. All right, now once you loosen that enough, there's a little clamp, there's a little hook underneath you'll be able to see, like a J hook where this hooks in. So all you're gonna do is you can just take that off, all right? So we're gonna loosen that. Now what you do is you're gonna come over to the ground terminal, not the red one, and you're gonna remove that. And same thing, you got a screw, you got a bolt here. You're just gonna loosen that. And once you get that loosened up, we'll pop that off, all right? So same thing. And you don't have to take it all the way off, right? You just loosen it up enough so that you can get the post off, right? Same thing, you're gonna take off your positive terminal, your red one next. And you know, kind of one sign, if you're looking at your battery, if you get under your hood every once in a while and you see corrosion around your battery posts, that's usually a sign that that your battery is getting pretty old. All right, so we loosen that one, and then we have a second one here. This will loosen up your posts, like the posts that are clamped down on the actual battery. And you should wear gloves for this, but I don't have any. If you do, put them on. If not, just wash your hands when you're finished, guys. Don't rub your eyes. All right, sometimes these are on there pretty good, so you gotta wiggle around a little, do a little work. Sometimes you gotta pry them off. Yeah, and since this battery's been on there for a while, that took a second, okay? So now we've got the posts off. I've unhooked this. I mean, really. There we go, we unhooked the back too, all right? So if you look, you can see these both have like J hooks on them, okay? So when you put the battery back in, I'll show you how to hook these back up. All you're gonna do now is lift the battery out, all right? It shouldn't be that difficult. Get your hands in there, get the stuff out the way. And you pull out the battery. There it is. And then leave this little thing on the bottom, all right? It's just like a little tray that it goes in. Yeah, so then when I get back, like I said, I'm going to show you where those J hooks hook underneath of here when we put the battery back in, so it makes sense how I got this out. And just a word to the wise, I don't know, I always like to kind of leave things the way I found them because I can be forgetful. So I'm just going to set that there right like that. We have the old battery. I'm going to go to, AutoZone. I think there's one up the street from me. And I'm going to go there and pick up a new battery, and I'll be back a little later today and we'll get this put in. All right, stick around. All right, so we're looking down right to where the battery will go. All right, I want to show you how you're going to hook this piece back up here. All right, so what I'm going to do, so this piece right here that goes on top of your battery. So let's get under here and I'll show you where it is. So you see this is going to be in the front. There's this little hole right here. Okay, and all you're going to do once you get that battery in is you're going to hook it into that hole and then clamp down the top, all right, like we did before. So that's for the front. And the back, All right, it's the same thing. You're gonna spin the J hook around to face outward like that. Zoom in, all right? And then the hole is right here. All right, this is actually a real easy one to see, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna hook that in there, bring this up, hook the battery. All right, so now the next step is we're gonna get the battery out and we're gonna put that in. So we're gonna get started. One of the things I always recommend doing is clean off your post really quickly. Just get all the debris off of there, the old acid, stuff like that. I moved this out of the way so it's just easier to get the battery in, and we're just gonna drop it in. Remember, it sounds silly, but like I said, I'm forgetful. This is your positive side. So the red post of the battery is gonna go over here. She's good. So we got it in there. All right, as you see, got the positive, negative. And you're gonna pull the terminal covers off. Get those out of there. And the first thing I always do is go ahead and secure this back down. And I found my socket, so I'm going to be able to use that. Earlier I wasn't. And again, you're just going to line this up where it belongs. Tighten that down slightly. But don't tighten it down too much so that you can't get the other side down. There it is. There's the hole.
What's that? All right,
All right, so that's in there. Tighten that down. She can still help. So funny. All right, so I'm going to tighten these down and then we'll come back and we'll hook up the terminals. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you how to hook it up. All right, so if you're going to fast forward and not watch the rest of this, at least listen to this part. Hook up the positive post first. All right, then you're going to hook up the negative post. So red, then green. I mean red, then black. I'm sorry, you know what I mean. So here we go. We got our positive. And again, if you're forgetful or anything like that, we put the battery in with the positive post here. It's got a plus sign on it. This has a red cover. It has a plus sign. That's your positive, all right? So you're just gonna throw that on there. And usually, they make all these, you know, you're gonna be using the same, perfect. Usually it's gonna be a 10 millimeter socket or wrench size for this, for your posts. All right, they just try to keep it simple, at least in that aspect. So you're gonna tighten that down, and you want to get this really nice and snug because, well, you don't want to lose battery post, right? That would suck. And just make sure this is snug as well. And actually, that's going to be an 11 millimeter. It looks like. Oh, we're 12. All right, so let's tighten that down. All right, you're good. Now you're going to tighten down the ground. Again, you want that nice and tight. You don't want these coming off. You don't want these coming off and then calling for help and realize that you just didn't tighten them down enough, all right? One more time. Make sure those feel nice and secure. Cover it up. All right. Then put your tools away. I'm going to go in and we're going to see if we can get this car to start this time. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so it's sunny. We're going to try and show you this. Go ahead and put the keys in there. All right, we already hear it beeping. All right, the lights come on. And there we go, it fired up. It hasn't been on for a few days, so it took a while to turn over. Let's go take a look. All right, it is running, no sparks. Accessories are working. My wife's in there messing around with the windshield washers. We're good to go. So I hope that video helped show you guys how to change out a battery in a 2010 Forester, third generation Forester, or honestly really any vehicle. It's a pretty simple task, all right? And if you can't, just like I said, if your battery's dying and you can get to the store, they'll swap it out for you, all right? So I hope this helped. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.